Doku over the cross. Clearance. The World Cup with Ghana. England, Croatia, Panama. Playing there because Ghana failed to qualify for the Cup of Nations. Doku, City, good play. Again, Shaw with the clearance. Twice already early on, but Doku has managed to get beyond Lewis Miley and deliver a dangerous ball into the area. Such an embarrassment of riches that Man City have in attack with Doku on one side, Semenyo on the other side, Haaland through the centre, and then Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva behind Haaland. A ridiculous front five, really. Doku, again. Good pass. And it's almost a goal for Haaland. But practice from Bernardo Silva that time. Yes, the threat coming down that left side early on. Lovely support play by Bernardo Silva. Just beyond Haaland, but Doku already giving Newcastle nightmares. Looking at that time. And two up for the course. Premier League goal. Norwegian. In the Champions League as well, I'm sure. Knowledge that part of the preparations for Eddie Howe. I think the fact that they've conceded 3 goals in the last 2 matches in the cup game against Bournemouth and against Leeds, albeit they managed to come through both games, winning the league game 4-3 and the penalty shootout against Bournemouth. But a worry for Howe, nevertheless, that they've conceded 3 goals in both of those games. But the absence of Dan Brown and Fabio Schär tonight, part of that Newcastle defence might be felt. Years of age, scored Manchester City, the opening goal, against Exeter. To both the young players in. Goal instead. Very clear. Manchester City. We'll be playing at the World Cup finals this summer. Who's been up to Uzbekistan for the first time. Goal instead of Donnarumma. Look through to Nick Pope. Manchester City goal and deadline day. Picked up here for Manchester City, but you've got to watch out on Sporty TV. Sporty and Burnaboy have joined forces. Something really special coming Friday the 16th to save the day. Keep an eye on the Sporty TV social media. Between Sporty and Burnaboy, special tribute to African sports, music and culture. Giant Burnaboy. Over 2 million downloads on Spotify. Teaser. So there it comes. Featured involved in that as well. So some fault in Manchester City with the possession and territory in the early part of this game. Yeah, Foden might have had a good chance there as well. It looked like a well-timed ball by Vista to stop the ball from going out to the far side. Oh, pressure by Menu. Upland, who's just signed a new contract coming out for Newcastle. We prepare a one-leg semi-final competition. Anyhow, Manchester City had its hardest English team to play over 2 legs. Theory being, I presume, that he can get it right once against Manchester City. Guardiola has a very good point as well. When you look at the schedule for both of these clubs over the coming weeks, away to Manchester United for City at the weekend, then Bodo Glimt in the Champions League 3 days later, Wolves, Galatasaray Champions League top, and it's a very, very busy schedule for these players. Same for Newcastle, winning the Champions League this season as well. Gordon with 5 goals in that competition. With a chance for Joe Linton. Newcastle's games coming up in the Champions League against PSV and PSG. His third League Cup goal this season. Dependable player for Eddie Howe. It's a little short from Gordon, but it was more serious damage done. It's going to be a corner for Newcastle. Work out there by Jacob Murphy. Good defending in the end as well. Dramatic.
Yeah, so guys, subscribe, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe guys, like the live streaming for today. Yeah, make sure you subscribe please, subscribe, so that we will be able to give you the live streamings. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Yeah, make sure you subscribe guys, subscribe, just a tap. Subscribe guys, yeah, make sure you like. I can see a big number is making their subscriptions. Like, be blessed so much. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for your like, thank you for your comments. Be blessed so much. Enjoy the game.
So Linton was talking before the game about how important the crowd can be tonight. They've found their voices in the last couple of minutes since Newcastle had that attack a few moments ago prior to the corner kick. They certainly weren't too pleased that they didn't get the free kick in the build-up to that playing a few moments ago. This very quickly there, he had to. And Jonathan penalised by
Yeah, so guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Then, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Chelsea tomorrow. Yeah, Chelsea. The game will be live tomorrow. Chelsea. Yeah, yeah. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the live streaming. Then every day we are going to give you daily live streamings. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. Yeah. So tomorrow we have live streaming again, and we'll be here on the match. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't the live streaming for tomorrow. So much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your like. Yeah. Enjoy the game. Yeah, so guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe, please, so that we are able to give you another live streamings for tomorrow and the following up games that will be updated, including for tomorrow's game. Yeah, so thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Make sure you have a, oh, what's that? Yeah, tell me how you see the game between Manchester City and Newcastle. Which team is going to win? How do you see? Your prediction is needed. So make sure you interact with me. Tell me how you see the game and where the win will be. So let us see. Yeah, I can see Ramos City. Yeah, let us see. Let us see. Yeah, tell me. How do you see the game? Yeah, 3-1 City wins. Oh, yeah. Tell me how do you see the game? How do you see the game? between Newcastle and Man City, Manchester City. Yeah, tell me. Make sure you interact. Yeah, how do you see the game? Yeah, yeah. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please. Yeah, for today, I have rented started the live streaming while at 700 subscribers, and I want to lead this to end the live streaming with at least 1,000. Yeah, at least 1,000. So that we continue to give you the live streamings for football. So make sure you subscribe, please, and share this live streaming. Share our link so that we move on together. If you like, make sure you subscribe, guys. Thank you so much. Tell me, how do you see the game? Yeah,
Let's ask sporting bet what the odds are of this being a genuine injury. I'm a cynic, I'm sorry. Well, his best years. This one's played from Ramsey. Early ball for Wissa. Before getting the shot away. Looks like the flag has gone up in the end. Jacob Murphy is doing well on that right flank, though, for Newcastle. That's a couple of times he's sent in dangerous ball. He was well found by the other Jacob Ramsey. You can see Wissa is just marginally off here, but it was curled nicely into his path. Just to see losing Radio recently to broken leg. Fracture against Chelsea. Disappointing results for Manchester City in the league. The last three against Sunderland, Chelsea and Brighton. Good play from Butman there. This new deal Newcastle yesterday. It was his 26th birthday as well. That's not cheaply. That's okay. Silva. City well positioned in the Champions League, fourth in the league phase at the moment, 14 points from 6 matches. Newcastle far behind them with 10 points. Well, of course, at least the knockout playoff round. Bernardo Silva, European champion with Manchester City in 2023. That time, and then Doku commits a foul on the follow-up.
Relatively well there, he tracked his man. Bernardo Silva really well, made an important interception as the ball was trying to be played through to Haaland.
This was Phil Foden getting involved. It was O'Reilly with the foul, I think. To say both of these teams are specialists in that kind of thing, breaking up the play. It's just the right moment, often without making it look like a really bad foul as well.
Yeah, I mentioned Nico O'Reilly earlier on. He's a big lad now. He's filled out and he's prepared to dish it out, as we saw there.
Streetwise there.
Yeah.
Gimenez.
Incidentally, you mentioned the upcoming games for Man City and coming into them off the back of 3 draws in the league and away match in the Manchester Derby against Manchester United. Not an easy one, but Champions League game going against Boothglyn. So I'm checking the weather forecast for next Tuesday. Temperature would be -3 degrees. It'll only get colder as again a little bit of pushing and shoving going on here. What is that?
Name taken here. Cabinet. Moving the players away. He's decided that a bit too much of this. Linton and O'Reilly. Both booked. This is what happens. As we said, O'Reilly able to stand up for himself at the age of 20. It's interesting as well because Linton is one of those players from Newcastle who just try and hit the ball as often as possible. He's a player who no stranger to a tactical foul. He needs to be very careful now.
He does. Long way to go in this match. And just needs to mind his P's and Q's now.
TV, by the way, on YouTube and the linear channels. Available via StarTimes DTT channel 258, DTH channel 190, and GT StarTimes ON. So simulcasting on NTA, and do stay with us after the game as well. Full reaction from the Sporty Live post-match show from Lagos.
I think Newcastle are doing well. They're restricting space now in the final third for Manchester City with the back 4 or 5 on front of them. Chance here for Semenyo, maybe.
This is what he's good at. That was a good play from Anthony Gordon as well.
Those midfield players on front of the back 4 are going to have to work so hard to prevent the space for Doku on the left, for Semenyo on the right. Anthony Gordon gave us a good example of that there.
Well, the fans are furious with the referee, Chris Gabnett, because all has done well to get away from O'Reilly. He was booked, so Silva had the challenge in the end. It's certainly a case for a yellow card there. You can see why Bruno Gimenez, Newcastle captain, with the referee as well.
It's a yellow for me.
closer up to Foden. Right, up to Nunes, born Portugal international. Really too short with that one. Holland's getting many touches. Gimenez, I'm sure he didn't get on the ball there.
Yeah, so guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel,
Touch the ball for 20, 25 minutes, maybe even half an hour, and suddenly, in a flash, he scored one, maybe two. He's just that type of player.
so guys, subscribe.
Wait patiently for his chance. He takes it. He gets it.
Make sure to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't
4 years of age.
make sure to subscribe.
He was forced to defend Manchester City's record of late. The high standards. It's been a while since they won a trophy. The Community Shield, the curtain raiser for the English season. Last trophy. Guardiola saying it's about the process really and developing as a team. Things go well, so he will be in the fight in the season for more silverware. Newcastle fight to the visitors right now. Again, we're on the right wing, but once today, across from Murphy, disappointing.
The body's in the box there as well. Murphy could have provided a better cross from the right, but it was easy in the end for the keeper.
Now, time to remind you about that big collaboration coming on Friday the 16th. Sporty and Bernavoy. You do not want to miss it. Sports, music and culture, something is dropping on the 16th. And who better to provide it than great Nigerian musician. Some of the best athletes in the world involved as well. Kamavinga, Makalele, Kolbe. Big names. Bringing you something very big. Keep an eye on Sporty's social media for that. Various points throughout the game as well. Gimenez for Newcastle. The international. Lewis Smiley. Hotman. To Gordon. Newcastle. Could well be a yellow card. He's been playing at right back for a while. With Pep Guardiola now, but Anthony Gordon was feeling he's not a player who started out at fullback. He was a midfielder. Nunes in Portugal.
First time we've seen Anthony Gordon in this game really take him on, look to outpace him on the outside and showed him a clean pair of heels there. Again, this is another one where there was no doubt about that yellow card. Gordon has been playing really well recently.
8 goals in all competitions for former Everton man. 8 league goals for Gimenez. He's going to take a free kick. Deal with. On the way for Newcastle.
Took a free kick from Gimenez there. Manchester City alert to the danger. Nunes doing well, but it was a good idea, and I think he meant that.
Trafford's on his toes. Manchester City number 1. Traffic to come through, you got a hand to it. Gordon return it with interest. It's an awkward looking clearance from Hall. Doku read it well, but Really thankful there to Jacob Ramsey for dealing with that situation.
All will be relieved. It just wouldn't come down for Doku. Otherwise, he might have been away.
Jacob Murphy on the right wing, one of those unheralded players at Newcastle. He's his 9th season at the club. Nigerian descent through his father. Descent through his mother, but played for England at the 21 level. His twin, Josh, a player as well. Portsmouth, both played at Norwich. The former manager at Norwich, Chris Houghton, once told them to wear different coloured boots. You could tell the twins apart. Semenyo not exactly lining up this game just yet.
In terms of clear-cut chances, the game has been fairly scarce in terms of real clear-cut chances, a couple of half chances, a couple of good crosses into the box, which have been defended quite well, but both teams struggling to create.
Example of that. Now pointing out pre-game that 120 minutes extra time against Bournemouth, not ideal on Saturday, but some changes made today. So we're prepared to have the home game in the second leg. No option for Newcastle to try and impose things today, and we could lead. We can take to Manchester. The next one's second leg.
Yeah, I think any kind of a lead, they'd be delighted with the second leg to come on the 4th of February.
Both City's attacking players who really found this groove today.
How crowded that area is there, though, in that final third. It's difficult.
Sure. Go backwards once more. So Semenyo. Switch off. Newcastle enough to allow him to have the ball. So Semenyo. Wins the first header. And to get another header away. That's for Newcastle to counter. Tracking back from Doku.
Murphy didn't have too many options there, only Wissa ahead of him, and was had to stay on side, so it was a difficult one for Murphy to try and find a teammate there.
This game brought to you by Sportybet Live in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa and Kenya. The live odds on Sportybet: Newcastle to win 2.95, the draw 2.70, Manchester City to win 3.95. Remember, only bet if you're over 18. Please, whatever age you are, bet responsibly.
Those odds really reflecting how this game has played out so far. And could go either way, obviously. It's a pretty even contest so far.
Semenyo drinking his way into the area, standing up across to the back post. He wants the back post to tap in. on Sporty TV tomorrow. It is the second semi-final. Hosting Arsenal in the first leg. And Barcelona in Spanish Cup action later in the week on Sporty TV. Bayern Munich at Leipzig in the German Bundesliga on Saturday. AC Milan will be an interesting one. That's in charge of Como these days.
Lovely stadium. Lovely city.
The English Premier League on Saturday. It's Liverpool against Burnley. Weekend kick-off GMT. For you, Sporty TV. Exactly. One presentable chance for City before the end. With another cross and to prevent the corner that time is Lewis Hall.
Good play by Doku again. He's managed to make space for the cross. Sent in a dangerous one. It was an awkward one for Lewis Hall to deal with. And he did well, really. So then you're right behind him.
To give you an idea of where this game has gone in terms of key attackers getting touches. As of a minute or two ago, 7 touches for Johan Wissa and Erling Haaland. He have his team doing a good job keeping Haaland quiet. Wissa had that one early chance. So Newcastle will be forced into a change here.
Harvey Barnes to replace Murphy by the looks of it. It's the last thing Newcastle need when you look at their lengthy injury list coming into this game. If that's a hamstring injury, it's really bad news for Eddie Howe.
And for Murphy, who's had a very good season.
Yeah.
But possibly bad news for Manchester City as well, because Harvey Barnes has been really thrilling the crowd at St. James's Park.
Scored twice against City back in November, as you mentioned earlier on. So, yeah.
Murphy played well. Because Barnes is in. Certainly not a bad replacement. He has some defending to do first up. This will tear you apart again. It's the song from the Newcastle supporters, but it's Doku to tear through this Newcastle defence. And firm was Lewis Hall.
Many moons ago, Manchester City had a wonderful winger with the same surname, Peter Barnes, in that case.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe.
Another opportunity. Stoppages, so still we play on. Swinger. Sliced by Foden. Didn't get a shout from his keeper, but the danger is over for Newcastle. Wissa with the best chance of the game, 5 minutes in. We could have put the home side in front. It's been cagey. It's been very tactical. And plenty of niggle in it as well. Erling Haaland will open up in the second half. It's the first leg of the semi-final. So we have very important 45 minutes to come. There's plenty to chat about at the break. It is 0-0 between Newcastle and Manchester City.
Yeah, so guys, that's first half. So wait for second half. Yeah, be blessed so much.
I missed you so much.
Yeah, be blessed so much. Be blessed so much. Yeah, so just wait for the second half. The match between Manchester City versus Newcastle Carabao semi-final. Tell me the winner for the night. Yeah, tell me the winner, the team to win the Carabao Cup. Yeah, make sure you tell me in the comment section. Yeah, be blessed so much. Those who have subscribed, make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Yeah.
Because it's not over until we say it's over. If you can't do mighty fathers, that's me. If you try to show up for everybody. If I get to that teacher, that's my team. If you try to show up for everybody.
Name?
Ifeanyi Obinna from Lagos, sir.
The king of virtual games. A virtual winner?
Yes, that's 7 straight wins, sir.
You, skyscraper. What's the view from up there?
I see all the crash points, sir.
Any sports expert?
Benno Furry from across, sir.
He's the #1 in mountains. Pathological optimist. You have a bonus pick. Hey, you. Are you ready? Welcome to the team. I am Jose Mourinho.
And we are football.com.
This is the greatest spectacle in world football, a title decider, and it feels like nothing can sway a game of this magnitude.
Says who? We've been through this before. We just have to believe a little longer. And everybody knows that 1 minute here lasts forever. Because it's not over until we say it's over.
Dust between Newcastle and Manchester City in the first leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and it was a cagey affair to say the least. So that so much so early in the game, when Visa had the chance to actually give Newcastle the lead, but he's lost his chance. But Newcastle have been very really it's on the counter attack.
I think it has been a brilliant plan. It was the same plan that they had in the game that they won in the Premier League. When you're defending, sometimes even 6 to use that effectively. It's just counter. That is just what they are doing. They'll contain the Man City team and counter attack. Wizards should have done better with this chance. And he has had several chances, maybe not clear cut. There's had several chances like that. But I think Newcastle has been fantastic in the way they are switching off play from the right and crossing into the box.
All right, now if we are seeing Newcastle, especially when they've been very dangerous, have been joined down the right side, but that would be where the left back of Man City will be more concerned. You're a left back in your days.
I mean, what will be going through the mind of the left back for Man City, knowing that all the chances are coming from his own side of defense?
Yeah, I think for me, Man City, they are playing without a reading for now.
Yeah.
When you look at the whole line of defense for Man City, there's no understanding at all. For me, Ake is feeling the pressure. From the right side of Newcastle United, Murphy. Also, Matthias also feeling the pressure from Gordon, also from the left side of Newcastle. I think for me today, Man City, for me, they're just a shadow of themselves today.
Yeah.
If you look the way they're playing today, no coordination, no understanding. I mean, it's if you ask me, it's crazy with the way they are playing today. This is not the Man City. I can root for, or I rooted for. The way they're playing today, they don't take time for sure. For sure, in the second half, they play the same way they played in the first half. For sure, Newcastle will take the day.
Like you said, yes, Murphy has been, he went off injured, but Murphy has been a thorn in the flesh of Ake.
Yeah.
There was nothing he could actually do right in defending Murphy in several positions. I think it's all the ball movement has been great. Even off the left, Gordon too, having a full time with the
this
defense.
is when Newcastle are in transition with the counter attack. But let's take a look now at Man City, because yes, they have not had the best performance in the first 45. However, they had a few incursions. We've seen players like Doku doing what he's meant to do as a winger, and if anything, that's to get the ball into dangerous areas. Now, you wouldn't blame him for not having players like Haaland attack these crosses now, would you?
For me, Doku, I love the way he plays. I love the way he plays. But today, I think those crosses are not sharp enough. If you ask me, are not sharp enough. You've been playing with Haaland for some time now. You know where he always wants the ball to be. So just figure it out. Put the ball on the air for Haaland. Haaland is not a player that wants the ball on the foot. He wants the ball on the air. Put the ball on the air for him and let him do his job. I think a lot is going on with Doku today and also Semenyo today. The crosses are not really sharp. They are trying to put the crosses in for Haaland.
Can we attribute that to the shape of Newcastle? Because they're sitting in deep and they have blocked every single channel for which Man City could perhaps exploit spaces and cause trouble for them.
I think what Newcastle are playing today is when they have the ball, they play 4 at the back, 3 at the back. Sometimes when you see Murphy, going forward. When they lose the ball, they play 5 at the back. Sometimes they even play 6 at the back. They come into the midfield, choke the midfield, make it difficult for Man City to penetrate from the middle. So they expect Man City to go from the side, putting the crosses. Then they try to cut those crosses off. Very good plan. Good plan from Newcastle. Yeah, very
well. Remarkable. It's a wonderful moment when you get to break down these games tactically, and you get to see how they just go beyond what you see on TV in terms of how these players, teams and players are kind of playing against each other and with tactics of the managers. We'll take a look at now with the stats. Now, I have to ask you guys a question because the stats will paint a different picture. But I have to ask you, in terms of Man City now, what do you need to do to bring that spark in the second 45? Because it feels like they are not quite, let's say, they don't have that final breakthrough pass. Even though Newcastle are sitting in a low block, the goal of a team of like Man City is to be able to break down any other opposition.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I think the first thing they need to do is O'Reilly hasn't had a great game. I think the pivot of Justin sitting on that back line, trying to dictate the pace of the game really hasn't worked. We've seen a lot of times that Bruno Silva is dropping in deep, to collect the ball and help out in transition. That too hasn't helped because the midfield of Newcastle are doing a fantastic job. That is Bruno Guimaraes and Joelinton. I think they are blocking them. They are very aggressive. Even pressing in the front. It starts with that too. Pressing up front, they have been fantastic. So I think it needs to find a way to take him off. Maybe it's time to introduce O'Reilly. Maybe it's time to introduce Rodri. Maybe.
Hold on. You do realize that Man City have the Manchester Derby coming up this weekend. So it's about resting key players for what you could perhaps consider the more important fixture, don't you think? I don't know.
This game is also important.
Exactly.
Semi-final.
It's a semi-final.
It's
time to win a trophy.
It is. You need to bring in your best legs if you want to win this game.
Yeah.
Bring your best legs. Bring them in.
All right. No, obviously, we're waiting for this game to spark into life. Hopefully, that happens in the second 45. A KG first 45 with chances few and far between. But hopefully, The second half will give us something to be really excited about. We shall go on a break, and when we come back, we're looking forward to second half action between Newcastle and Manchester City.
This is the greatest spectacle in world football, a title decider, and it feels like nothing can sway a game of this magnitude.
Says who? We've been through this before. We just have to believe a little longer. And everybody knows that 1 minute here lasts forever. Because it's not over until we say it's over.
between. In fairness to Newcastle, they have defended very well, 7 headed clearances. They've managed to contain Manchester City. Can they do so here?
Well, just got the wrong side of Gimenez there. This free kick in a good position. Brought to you by Sportybet Live.
So guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Welcome to the second half between Manchester City and Newcastle. Semi-finals, Carabao. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe, guys, if you haven't subscribed. So subscribe and welcome to the second half of the game. Enjoy the game.
Responsibly only if you're over the age of 18. Still on the ball for Manchester City. Let's go through with the cross. See a few corners laid on in that first half, but a few attempts at goal on the other side. You were making the point in the first half that Haaland had only had 7 touches of the ball, and in fact a lot of those touches were in midfield, sort of hold-up play where he was laying it off in an attacking sense. He hasn't had a sniff. There was the one cross from Doku which just evaded him, but apart from that, he hasn't really threatened the Newcastle goal, and that's a credit to the Newcastle defence.
Newcastle drew 1-1 against Manchester City in the Premier League at home last season. They were beaten 4-0 in February away from home. Mamouche and a hat-trick in that one. City enjoying good possession. Doku seeing a lot of the ball. Sake lifting one in. Almost an own goal there. Came off Anthony Gordon last.
Looked like there was a push in the box by one of the City players as this came in from, I think it might have been Nunes just there on the edge of the 6-yard box. But the goalkeeper had to react quickly.
Nick Pope. Live odds on Sportybet. Haaland to score 3.40. Wissa to score 5.40. Wissa with a good early chance after 5 minutes. Haaland must actually a big mistake in the second half.
Tactically, no change from Newcastle in this second period. A bank of 4 with 5 in front of them. Wissa, the only player up front. But by condensing that space, they are making life difficult for Manchester City. It is only a first leg, so I'm sure they want to take a lead to Manchester for the second leg, but managing to contain so far, and now they have a chance here.
Gordon on the left. Pouring forward here. Wissa with the header. Oh, what a save. Trafford clawing that one away. Still there for Newcastle. And that one came off the woodwork, I think. Trafford has had very little to do, but this was superb goalkeeping.
Brilliant, lovely cross. Wissa guiding it, a combination of the goalkeeper, maybe the crossbar, but certainly a strong hand from Trafford, helping it onto the bar and away to safety, and he had to be up quickly to save this one from Guimaraes as well. In fact, it was the poster right Didn't get a touch on the second one.
Never header from Issa. 5 goals in his last 6 League Cup starts. His first Newcastle goal coming in that victory over Fulham in the last 8. Newcastle losing Jacob Murphy to injury in the first half. It's Jacob Ramsey as well himself making that challenge on Doku.
To see from that challenge exactly what Ramsey did, whether it's an ankle issue, knee. Again, exactly what Eddie Howe doesn't need at the moment with flurry of matches to come in the coming weeks. You can see he looks concerned there.
Yeah, he said ahead of this game that January was really challenging, demanding physically and mentally. Newcastle don't have the biggest squad either. Don't have Anthony Elanga up on the bench. Just a few games recently. James Trafford the reason. Newcastle aren't ahead.
What a brilliant ball it was from Gordon as well. That's a great save. Really good goalkeeping from Trafford. And quickly back up on his feet after this as well. Alive to the danger. And so Guimaraes fired it in and the post came to the rescue.
This guy's shot from Guimaraes. It's a key moment in the tie.
Something for the crowd to get excited about as well. They need that, you know.
A reminder on Sporty TV tomorrow, same time, it is Chelsea against Arsenal in the second semi. Stuck for Manchester City, and they take the lead. Antoine Semenyo. The big money signing earlier this month has come up with a big goal for his new club. He cost £65 million, a record sale for Bournemouth. Already up and running with City after his goal in the FA Cup against Exeter at the weekend on his debut. One winger finding another as Doku got the crossover. And the Ghana attacker Semenyo was there to finish.
Doku did so well. That's an important touch as well from Bernardo Silva, just guiding it into the path of Semenyo. A threat coming down that left side from City. A clever cross on the floor as well from Doku. Really well done. And straightforward finish for Semenyo. 2-2 for him now. The boss is happy. And so was he. Credit to Doku for the assist.
Season is going. It's giving Eddie Howe a headache now. 10 goals in the Premier League for Bournemouth. 1 in the FA Cup. 1 in the League Cup as well. His new team, Manchester City.
It'll be very interesting to see how Newcastle react to the concession of that goal as well. Do they change things up tactically? I think they've got to be a little bit more adventurous now in the last 35 minutes of this game. Cannot afford to go back to Manchester for that second leg, trailing.
Well, the City boys are in town. They're on top, showing no sign of weakness. They like to party. And so too does Burna Boy. He's joined forces with Sporty TV. Something very special on the way on Friday the 16th. You can get a taster on screen. Some Interesting players involved in the collaboration. Including Justin Colby, Ronald Kamavinga, Stoku for City. Stay tuned to Sporty TV's social media channels, music, culture, entertainment. Some of the best athletes in the world and one of the best musicians as well. One boy having a special collaboration on Friday. Live odds on Sporty Bet. To the goal, Newcastle to win 11, draw 4.10. Manchester City to win this game 1.40. Bet responsibly, only if you're over 18. Here's Riley for Newcastle. 5th in the English Premier League last season to get them back into the Champions League. Yes, this competition. Won their last 9 matches in the English League Cup. Needs at least 2 goals now to extend that run to double figures. Rolling behind Gordon for Wissa. Linton is onto it. That's for Gimenez to shoot. Takes the invitation. And this time, Stratford is right behind it.
Well played by Newcastle, and already we're seeing Joe Linton just a slightly more advanced position, closer to Wissa. One wouldn't be a disaster for Newcastle.
Gordon doing his best. Yellow carded in the first half for a foul on Gordon. Much better there. What's that? Bernardo Silva.
If you saw that in your local park next Sunday, it wouldn't be out of place. That is remarkable. Bernardo Silva, he knows it.
100 caps for Portugal. It's, scoring one of the best own goals of all time, I'd say. And the net there. Corner for Newcastle. Guardiola won't be laughing. I wouldn't see him equalise from here. Trafford able to clear it. He was looking up to the referees on the floor in the 6-yard box. Delivery that from home. Missing out. Little corner for Newcastle. And it was who made clean contact. Gimenez who couldn't turn it in. It's right on top of Trafford again. Shots there by Lewis Hall.
That was a very good punch clearance by Trafford under real pressure. The deliveries curling in under the crossbar, difficult for the keeper. I'm not sure how much he knew about the save from the original corner kick. Did enough.
Touch from Miley, the 19-year-old. In the end, okay. Taku, from Manchester City. Much easier for Newcastle from here. Munish. And Holland. It turned, he sets up a shot. He almost got a shot at goal himself. It was Foden who had the effort blocked. Triple change on the way for City. Behind us, Rodri. Looks like Rico Lewis has to come on as well.
Rodri will replace Nico Riley there, who is on the yellow card. But I think a lot of this is probably just managing players' minutes as well, with such a busy schedule of matches coming. But as you say, bringing somebody like Rodri off the bench doesn't weaken any team.
Injury. New issues since then as well. Spanish midfielder. And we've got the winner in the Champions League final in Istanbul. Inter Milan. 2 years ago. Behind us, Dutch midfielder. He's won the net a few times this season.
He's replacing Foden. And goes for Munish.
Oh, it's there! And it's Semenyo again. Well, he had a dream end to his time at Bournemouth. It's a fairy tale at Manchester City as well for Antoine Semenyo. Oh, 2 goals for the Ghana international. What a night.
I was giving the Newcastle defence credit for the way they were defending in this game, but they just switched off here completely from the corner kick. And Wissa, who was marking Semenyo there, unable to get to the ball first. An easy finish in the end. But Eddie Howe will be so disappointed that the ball was able to be delivered into the 6-yard box on a simple tap in, really. Clever finish, but poorly defended that time. Big smile on the face of Semenyo.
Stylish from Semenyo. Newcastle 0, Manchester City 2. Yeah, this goal, potential offside. This would be the type of decision that really frustrates you. Haaland's wondering how it could possibly be ruled out, but the argument would be Haaland's preventing Pope, Chow, the defender, from stopping the ball going in here. Could even come off Erling Haaland, maybe.
To the naked eye there, he's looking at that screen. It looks like he's onside anyway. We're also checking for handball, maybe. That's clearly not handball. Possible offside is the check here. Haaland's right leg, maybe.
Haaland's right leg matters. What's the problem with these kind of decisions?
Well, he'd be deemed to be affecting the play, just given the position he's in there, I think. I do seem to be zooming in on the legs there.
Semenyo waits. We all do. Stay with us until the end of the match. We'll have reaction in the Sporty Live post-match show from Lagos. This will be a major talking point for the decision.
A couple of big guns coming off the bench for Newcastle now as well. Tonali and Ultimata. I have a funny feeling they're going to give offside here. It's taking a long time, this decision.
Stuart Atwell and Craig Taylor in the VAR booth. Not unsure of how to proceed, it looks like.
Well, I think the argument here is that there's no question that Allen touches the ball, but it's just his influence on the goalkeeper and the defender there. Might they have got to the ball if he wasn't there?
That's the only question. And offside is the decision. As well is dropped off. And Scavana's going to check actually into the procedures. He has been advised that Haaland is offside. He's being asked if Haaland has an impact on the play. Anyway, Pope is getting to that. Question is maybe Malik Chow got to it. Erling Haaland being his way, and in particular in his eye line.
It's going to be a very interesting decision here.
After review, Manchester City, number 9, is in an offside position. Impact on the appearance of the defender. Final decision is offside.
So Semenyo wants an explanation. This cabinet is explaining why the goal was ruled out. A lovely finish from Semenyo. His second does not count. And we heard Cabinet say that it was because Haaland was stopping Malik Chow, the defender, from potentially hearing that. It's very lucky for Newcastle.
Gives them a lifeline. It's going to be a triple change for them by the looks of it.
Tonali is on, the Italian midfielder. Missed 5 games. He is as well. Whistle goes off. Nick Ultimata, German striker. It's moving the line for the remainder of the game for Newcastle, who could do with a goal. They could do with a positive result. Certainly. But very important decision go their way. Funny enough, there's an offside decision that goes against them right after. Joe Linton has to be careful. Being booked in the first half.
That was clever from Bernardo Silva. He just gave him a little tap on the ankles there, looking for a response, and that's exactly what he's got. Joe Linton can be a little hot-headed from time to time, and he's on a yellow card, as you say, so he needs to just tone that down a bit.
Keep that one clear. The crowd will play their part now. That's swept across by Voltamada. Tonali! What an introduction that would have been.
3 substitutes all combining there. Voltamada, Elanga, and Tonali. In contact, but wrong side of the post for the Italian.
So guys, subscribe to this channel. You can see the limit because of not having 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to continue watching the live streaming, make sure you subscribe. So make sure you subscribe because this live is having some. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so that we continue to give you the live streamings. But if I don't reach 1,000 subscribers, this live is going to be put off. So guys, make sure you subscribe. We reach 1,000 subscribers so that we continue to give you the live streaming. So make sure you subscribe. Subscribe now. Subscribe now. You are around 766 people watching. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so that this live streaming continues. Cause I can for now I'm receiving the message from YouTube that there is a limit of people watching the live streaming. So if you want to continue to see the game, make sure you subscribe. We reach 1,000 subscribers so that we continue to see the game. So if you want to continue to see the game, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe now. Subscribe now. You're around 782 people, and I'm for now I'm at 700. So around 300 people can subscribe for now, so that we continue to watch the game. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing. It's time to subscribe now. Make sure you subscribe so that we continue to see what is happening. So guys, make sure you subscribe for now. For now, it's time. It's time. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Subscribe now so that you continue to watch the game. I can receive the YouTube's message for now, and viewers limit get. They are telling me to get more subscribers so that they continue to give you the live streaming. So if you want to continue watching the live streaming, make sure you subscribe. You are too many to subscribe so that I can continue live streaming. So if you want me to continue subscribe to give you the live streaming, make sure you subscribe now. Make sure you subscribe now. Don't miss to subscribe if you want to continue to watch the game. So make sure you subscribe for now, and let me. Yeah, so guys, subscribe for now. Subscribe for now. We need more subscribers so that we continue to give you the live streaming. So if you want to continue to watch the game, make sure you subscribe, please. You are too many. You are too many, and if you view my oh yeah, you are too many. You are too many. Someone is saying it looks like FIFA 14. So the more you subscribe, the more I give you the good quality of the game. So Make sure you subscribe now. Subscribe. If you can view the channel, my channel, this channel, we haven't reached 1,000. So if you want to continue to watch the game, make sure we reach 1,000 subscribers so that we continue to have. Yeah, I'm going to improve the quality. Just wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. Improve the quality. So as you subscribe, just a tap. As you are watching, just a tap. Yeah. Be blessed so much. Thank you. Thank you. Let me make it run. Just wait a minute.
Doctor is done for the day. Change for Manchester City. It's Ryan Cherky, another talented player on the ball who comes on. Two goals and 7 assists for him in the league this season. A couple of goals in the League Cup. Silva make something happen. His work rate is really impressive. Finale though, too strong for City captain Silva.
Good play by Tonali there. Semenyo looks like he's going to be operating on the left-hand side since the arrival of Cherky.
And stretch for that one. Still danger though. It's Silva. Cherky. Find an opening. Silva. Poor cross there. Manchester City scoring 10 goals at the weekend. First time they've scored 10 in a match since 1987. Huddersfield were the victims. Understandably, it's been a bit tougher against Newcastle. Good block there from Hall.
They scored 10 goals against Exeter in the cup, as you say, but it still wasn't the best. They didn't manage to score the best goal of the match.
With that, I'd say. They have Salford City or Swindon Town at home in the next round of the FA Cup. Much tougher for Newcastle. Probably, arguably, the toughest draw they could have got away at Aston Villa. Not much of a reward for winning an epic cup tie against Bournemouth. He has all paid Saturday. Silva, his 9th year at Manchester City, 31 years of age. There is talk he will go back to Benfica. Jose Mourinho, the manager of the club these days. Lucky. Doing things. It'll be a sting in the tail. Second goal would really hurt Newcastle now. Manchester City. Like the party, just like Burner Boy. Collaboration coming up with Sporty TV. Almost a second goal there. tune to Sporty's social media. Friday the 16th, Sporty and Burnaboy collaboration will drop. History being made. Some big athletes involved in that. Almost a big goal there for Cherokee.
Goalkeeper had to react quickly. Took a little deflection. Just enough.
Newcastle 0, Manchester City 1. This game brought to you by Sportybet. And you can have your say. The candidates for the Sporty hero of the match: Semenyo, Trafford, Bernardo Silva, Lewis Hall. All good options, I would say. You have the chance to vote. It's on the Sporty TV app, available on both iOS and Android. The only place to get all of Sporty TV on the go, including the English Premier League and Liga action from Spain. It's the Sporty Jet mini game as well on Sportybet. They win and win big, I should say. Only if you're over 18, though. Only if you remember to do so responsibly. So your chance to vote for the Sporty hero of the match, and you can tune in at the end of the game, the post-match show from Lagos, Sporty Live. 5 days' time, Newcastle. Kick. Good job tonight. Cheap on the road. Against the title holders would be a very good result. Manchester City making their final change as well. Need to make sure they escape. Nouri just back from the Africa Cup of Nations. Win that competition with Algeria. To win the English League Cup with Manchester City. Semenyo could still be the match winner. It's like annoyed to see the second goal ruled out. Reminder, we have the second semi-final tomorrow, live on Sporting TV. Kick-off GMT. 100 hours against Arsenal. Copa del Rey action to come as well. Real Madrid and Barcelona involved this week. Bayern Munich involved in the German Bundesliga. Something win over Wolfsburg last time out for Vincent Kompany's men. Leipzig Saturday. Milan. Betis Villarreal. Among the other matches. TV. The Sporting TV app available as well on both the iOS and Android. One place to get all of Sporting TV on the go. Bolt again left. Newcastle in their own half and running out of time, Con. They really do with an equaliser here.
Yeah, we've had a few short stoppages, substitutions, 3 or 4 minutes to get along.
Riley forced in. Guatemala again, his presence offering a different challenge for the City defenders. This challenge from Trippier and Semenyo has caught the attention of the referee.
Yeah, with Trippier on, we see Miley in a more advanced position, and he almost his way through inside the area there. Just one defender too many in the end. That layoff from Guatemala. An important touch there. That's a crude challenge by Trippier through the back of Semenyo.
To turn the tides. No hard feelings with Semenyo, but anyhow,
9 minutes.
Anxious.
Forgot how long the VAR decision took. That probably adds another 4 minutes or so onto that. What would have been maybe 5 minutes of additional time. So 9 minutes. Time for Newcastle here
to get 1 or 2. Puts it up. Rico Lewis. There. Manchester City, but there's what Rodri brings, just breaking it up, not once but twice. Certainly missed him. Time out. Rodri, goal winner in 2024. Finale. Latest to go in the book.
Just roughed up Bernardo Silva after the ball was gone there. The referee saw that. And maybe looking for a reaction from Bernardo Silva, knowing that he's on a yellow card. So clumsy one from Tonali.
Like the player who gets on your nerves a bit, but Tonali's actions there. far away from 450 games for Manchester City now. Bernardo Silva, he knows. He throws the game out. Portuguese international Holland ahead of him. Bernardo Silva! Nice one. It was jerky. Apologies to lack the power to beat Nick Pope that time.
Simply and Bernardo Silva, the body shape is almost identical, by the way. On the ball.
Stamina. The official has obviously told him that a bit too much has been said. Guardiola is back from a touchline ban. Guardiola who's got the yellow.
He's innocent on this occasion.
Header. There's a good ball. Voltamana just missing out.
What a ball. What a chance. He's offside. Oh, just needed a touch.
I think it was who swung that one in. Voltamana inches away.
Oh, he knows that was a chance. So does he.
Well, the sporty hero of his first Carabao Cup semi-final. His choice was the vote is pretty conclusive. Anton Semenyo, 81%. The soul of Newcastle. It's in line with 9%. Bernardo Silva 6. Trafford 3. Everyone devoted on the Sporty TV app. Oh. It's best still for Newcastle. It's Semenyo's goal that separates the sides. Joe Linton. Find Trippier. Chow from Miley. Newcastle have to go to extra time against Bournemouth and penalties before getting through in the FA Cup of the weekend. It's Barnes for Hull. Maybe a corner. Kusanov and Trafford embraced. There was a mix-up between the pair. Did not cost Manchester City, although another set piece to defend.
Well, the feet behind that goal. Great support play from Lewis Hall late in the game there to get that cross in.
Still a bad corner, but no way. Goes down swiftly by Reinders. The header towards Voltamana. Again, it's just not running for the German. And that from a throw from Trafford to Semenyo. Takes on Trippier. He has it for pace. He has support inside. It's a corner in the end. What an effort from Lewis Hall. Denying a certain goal there.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Hall. We saw him at one end of the pitch in an attacking sense, and that was a crucial touch. That was 2-0 if he hadn't got there.
Seconds counts for both teams here. Semenyo. In fact, he could have. Here he is on the ball. He's worked his way up. Bristol City, loan spells away. Bournemouth, Manchester City. His father Larry played in the Ghanaian Premier League. Semenyo, English born, but real hope for Ghana. His debut June 2022, and to watch out for at the World Cup. But could be a player, Con, who could lead Manchester City to a lot of success this season.
Yeah, he's going to score a lot of goals. You can see that already. And he's a big physical specimen. That's in the front.
So Manchester City getting the second goal in the end. Cherky tucks it away. 9 minutes into stoppage time. And for once at St James's Park, it is the visiting side who strikes late to celebrate victory. They've had a great run, Newcastle, in recent weeks. They've come up with some massive late goals. And this could be a hammer blow for the Magpies. 2-0 down with the second leg to come in Manchester.
Well, with Semenyo's touch, too involved. That's a lovely pass, and Cherky with a beautiful little layoff there. And a calm finish. That's a super goal. Nate Nori involved. Beautiful football. It's exactly what you'd expect from a Guardiola team. And a killer goal, really, in terms of the tie, a 2-goal lead to take to Manchester now. Great goal. He loves it. He faces up the Newcastle fans there a few moments ago. Told the story. I think they know the game is up. City 2 to the good.
And Cherky, who could have played for Algeria or Italy at international level. Went France for the first time last year. He went from Lyon. His first season at Manchester City. Well, that's his goal. Got them as close as possible to a final after the first leg. 2-0 away from home. You can't do much better than that. When you go to St James's Park, Semenyo, the star, he could have had 2 goals. One enough for him to get your Sporty Hero of the Match award. 2-2 for Semenyo as a Manchester City player. His first goal coming on 53 minutes. And a few minutes after that, a big call to rule out a second for offside. But Cherky, the substitute, did find the net again for Guardiola's team. And one of the second leg at the start of February is all smiles in the visiting camp. Altamana coming close, getting a crucial touch and a crucial equaliser for Newcastle. The day, Manchester City had too much, and in the tie now, you'll have to fancy them to have too much. They've beaten the holders in the first leg. Newcastle 0, Manchester City 2, the final score. Stay tuned for the analysis.
So guys, that's it. Yeah, that's it for today. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. And for tomorrow, we will be here. Yeah.
Welcome back from St James's Park. It is full time.
Make sure you subscribe, make sure you subscribe, make sure you subscribe.
Manchester City and
to those who haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe. So make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. so that we continue to move on together. So a reminder is that tomorrow we will be here, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Chelsea versus Arsenal. So, and we will be here. If you want to watch the game, the view will be clear, the quality will be high. So make sure you subscribe. Don't miss to subscribe to this channel. So guys, be blessed so much. I can see you, all of you.
Today on Faces Squad, we're opening a 5-star group.
Be blessed, sir. Be blessed so much. Be blessed so much. And have a good time there as the Man City scores 2, and for Newcastle 0, Man City 2, Newcastle 0. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your presence. Be blessed so much. May the Lord bless you so much. And then if you haven't subscribed yet, it's time. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Don't go without subscribing to this channel, so that we continue to give you the live streamings. Remember, for tomorrow we have a game, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Chelsea versus Arsenal. So don't miss for tomorrow's live streaming. If you don't want to miss it, make sure you subscribe just a tap before you leave this live streaming. Make sure you tap for your subscription, like the live streaming, and I hope you enjoy the live streaming for today. So may the Lord bless you so much. Be blessed so much. See you tomorrow on Chelsea versus Arsenal. So guys, be blessed. Have a good time. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Just subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, be blessed so much. I can see Ian. Ian saying good. Javohir saying Husanov, yeah. Congratulations to Manchester City to have qualified to get to the finals of Carabao. So guys, congratulations to Manchester City fans. Congratulations. See you tomorrow as we stream for Arsenal and Chelsea. Be blessed so much. Thank you.